When the stones begin to speak, with which ears will we hear? With these ears? Huh? Would this be the first time that the stones would speak? No. The stones spoke to the Prophet himself in his lifetime, and they offered salams to him. But if you and I were standing there with him, would we hear? No, we would not, because he was not hearing with these ears. No. It is when the heart has come alive. It is when the heart has faith in it. It is when the heart submits to the supreme authority of Allah and not the supreme authority of the state. It is then that the heart can hear. And so we know the stones are speaking now. This prophecy of Muhammad ﷺ is being fulfilled now. The stones are speaking in the Holy Land. But the Egyptian government can't hear it. The stones are speaking in the Holy Land. Secondly, when once the stones begin to speak, no one can stop them from speaking. None. At the end of this, a Muslim army will destroy the state of Israel. These are the words of the Prophet ﷺ. And so now let's go back to the verse of Surah Al-Hajj. Will they not travel through the earth, perchance that their dead hearts might come alive? And so with their hearts which have come alive, they'll now be able to understand what the intellect could not understand, what rationality could not understand, what external observation could not deliver. And so with their hearts which have come alive, they'll now be able to hear what otherwise they could not hear. فَإِنَّهَا لَا تَعْمَى الْأَبْصَارِ. Truly, it's not these eyes which are blind. وَلَكِنْ تَعْمَى الْقُلُوبُ الَّتِي فِي الصُّدُورِ. What is blind is the heart which is inside the chest. This is Islamic spirituality. It has unfortunately been given a new term, coined by someone, sometime, somewhere. The term which was coined was tasawwuf. I wish it had never been coined. My life would have been easier. My task would have been easier. Because tasawwuf and al-ihsan mean the same thing. And if Allah has delivered this word to us, al-ihsan, it is with this term that we should have stayed. He speaks of it in the Quran. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا. And those who strive and struggle, fina, in us to reach me, لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. We will guide them to the ways and to the paths to which they can reach Allah. وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَمَعَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. And surely Allah is with those who pursue the struggle of al-ihsan. And so, the definition now of al-ihsan, that you should worship Allah as though you're seeing Him. Not with these eyes, as though you're seeing Him with your internal eyes. A warning is being delivered here. An ominous warning is being given here. That unless and until you can see, not only with these eyes, but with the heart as well, you will not be able to understand what comes after, namely the last age. You will not be able to understand and to recognize the attack of Dajjal. What does Allah say about the people who are internally blind? Nice beard, mashallah. He performs his salat regularly, mashallah. He's faithful to his wife. He doesn't go out in any dirty things, mashallah. But internally blind, what does Allah say of such a person? He says in Surah Al-A'raf, وَلَقَدْ ذَرَأْنَا لِجَهَنَّمَ كَثِيرًا مِنَ الْجِنِّ وَالْإِنسِ. Huge numbers are now condemned to the hellfire. They will not survive the awesome challenges of the last stage. No, they'll fail. Why are they condemned to the hellfire? What did they do? لَهُمْ قُلُوبٌ لَا يَفْقَهُونَ بِهَا وَلَهُمْ أَعْيُنٌ لَا يُبْصِرُونَ بِهَا وَلَهُمْ آذَانٌ لَا يَسْمَعُونَ بِهَا. Allah says, they have eyes, but they cannot see. Even with a PhD from MIT, still cannot see. They have ears, but they cannot hear. They have hearts, but they cannot understand. A people who are internally blind, a people who lack spiritual mobilization, what does Allah say of them? He says, أُولَٰئِكَ كَالْأَنْعَامِ. They're just like cattle. They're just like cattle. بَلْ هُمْ أَضَلُّ. No, they're worse than that. They're more misguided than cattle. أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْغَافِلُونَ. They're the ones who are truly negligent of Allah. For what purpose do we need this internal sight, this internal capacity to hear, this internal capacity to understand? For what purpose do we need it? In other words, why spirituality? Before we answer that question, I have another story to tell you. You remember Musa alayhi salam, and they crossed the Red Sea, and now they're in Sinai, and they couldn't construct a masjid, so what they had was a tent, and the tent would be moving all around, so it's called a tabernacle. So he gives a khutbah, a sermon. It was a fine sermon. And then someone came to him and said to him, Musa, alayhi salam, what a fine sermon you delivered. You must be the most learned man in the world. Now, what he should have said was, Alhamdulillah, praise is due to Allah. What he should have said was, it is from Allah that knowledge comes. What he should have said was, فَوْقَ كُلِّ ذِي عِلْمٍ عَلِيمٍ. Above every learned man is one who is more learned. Recognize Allah as the source of knowledge. That is what he should have done. But he didn't do that. And Harvard University doesn't do that. And Princeton and Yale don't do that. And your university here don't do that. He said, yes, I am the most learned man in the world. And they all do the same thing. Whenever you do that, whenever you secularize knowledge and education, and by secularizing knowledge and education, what you're doing is saying, you are out of this picture. We're in charge here. Allah responds by cutting off your internal sight. So now you only have external vision. So that's what happened to Musa alayhi salam. Then Allah said to him, "You're not the most learned. There's a servant of mine more learned than you are." He says, "I want to meet him." Where will you meet this servant? What is his name? Dhikr alayhi salam. Where will you meet this servant who is more learned than Musa alayhi